What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 51 of the third season of the Bristol Rovers Career Mode series. Yes, we are finally in the Championship, and of course we've got our pre-contract arrivals and already a transfer offer for Robert Lainton. What a good transfer offer it is indeed from Bayer Leverkusen, but I'm not going to be selling him for that cheap. Come on now, he's a quality goalkeeper. Why would he be leaving the club for 1 million when I can sell him for 3 million? If I sell him for 3 million, imagine the players that I can bring in. But of course it would also be a big loss as well to the club because he's been an incredible keeper so far in his Bristol Rovers Career Mode series. But we're going to have a look at the players. First of all, Sebastian Vieira has arrived from, I think it might be the Portuguese league, and he's 32 years old. He's not going to decline just yet, but he's going to be a good backup keeper for sure. And then a good backup striker in Cody McDonald. He looks okay, actually. He looks better than I expected, and he's got the medium-low work rates to go with it. Not great weak foot though, or skill moves, but to be honest, I don't really do skill moves, and I'm also going to transfer list big boy David Clarkson because I think it's time to let him go. Let him go on to greener pastures, you could say, because, you know, he hasn't had a great time at Bristol Rovers, and I think his time is up, I think, and if we can get a good transfer offer for him, it will not only free up some wages, but we can also potentially pick up a few players if we do sell him. I'm interested in quite a few players. I'm not going to show you my shortlist, although a lot of people do want me to, and the reason being is because it would take me probably a whole episode if I went through my shortlist. Literally, I have about 50 players on that shortlist, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I am very, very interested in Mitchell Duke, and I am offering David Clarkson in the deal, plus 400 grand, although I do know that he is worth 2 million. Despite the fact that he's only on £750 a week, he's worth 2 million, and I'm a little bit worried because I think another club will snatch him up, and that'll be a real shame if they do, because I'm really, really keen on signing him, and if I can't sign him now, I will most likely try and sign him in January, hopefully, and yeah, I will try and do that because he has got a lot of potential in him. A lot of A-League players that I was actually going for, you'll see later in the episode that I'm going for a fair few A-League players, and it's mainly because of their salaries being so low at £750. For pretty much every single player. I think every single player I looked at, despite the fact that they're quality and already at such a high overall, they're not on that much money a week, and that is very, very good for me. But I was also interested in the Sheffield United striker Lyle Taylor. He looked like a quality player, and I did have the transfer offer accepted, so that might be a really good signing for us as a replacement for David Clarkson, who looks like he's on his way out of the club. I don't know if he's actually left the club yet, but I do get some transfer offers for him. That is a little bit of a spoiler, but of course I'm going to get some transfer offers for him. There's going to be clubs that are going to be coming in for him because he's transfer listed, and he's a striker, and he's in the Championship. He's not wanted. Clubs are going to put in bids for him, of course. And guys, I just want to thank you so much for the support that you've given me on the last few episodes. It is absolutely incredible. And if we continue to show support, show some love on this career mode, that would also be very much appreciated. Something I do have to say though, and it may come as a surprise to some of you guys, and it is I may not be able to upload daily in the future for the next couple of months, and that is due to the fact that I've got exams coming up, and of course I'm going to have to revise for them. They do prioritise over YouTube, unfortunately, and I will have to revise for them eventually, and I've already started revising, to be honest, but it may mean that I may not be able to get an upload of career mode up every single day, and if I can't, I really do apologise because you guys do deserve it. You've been giving me so much support, and I really do want to give you more episodes of career mode, but the thing is, I just might not have the time to do it. That's the thing. I may be able to get one up once every other day, but apart from that, I just don't think I'll be able to do it, guys. I really do apologise, but hopefully you do understand, as it does put me in a bit of a hard position because I want to do well on my exams, but, you know, at the same time, I want to continue with YouTube, and the thing is, though, it's only going to be temporary, this kind of spell where I'm not uploading daily, and if it does happen, I will try to make sure that it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, I do apologise, and it won't be for long. By the time that June comes about, I will have heck of a lot of time to make videos. Literally, I'll have all the time in the world, so maybe I'll get some double uploads for you guys on those days, and maybe by then, maybe we would have hit 1,000 subscribers. That would have been awesome. We're currently on 870, I think it is. So we're getting there. We're getting there very slowly. And when the time comes, I am probably going to be doing a setup video and also a Q&A. Whatever you guys want to see, I will upload. That's just how it goes, really. And with the potential videos that I did talk about in a couple of episodes ago, I think I talked about making potential videos. I really do want to do that, actually. Just showing you guys the best potential players that you can possibly buy on career mode, really, and showing them at their full potentials. Probably about 7 seasons in, I'll probably sim about that much into the career modes that I'm doing, and show you the growth of the players. And if you do want to see that, guys, do leave it in the comment section below. It'll be very interesting. But I'm going for another centre-back here because I do want to add to my centre-back ranks. And we do get the transfer offer accepted. We do get the green light to go ahead and give Jack Baldwin a contract here. He looks like a really good future player, and he's a great young English centre-back. Only 22 years old, and he's got a lot of potential in him. And we do indeed have a very tough decision here to make between Christian Pearce and Jack Baldwin. It was very difficult to make. I was going over it back and forth. I was just thinking in my head who would be a better signing. But in the end, I do go ahead and decide that Jack Baldwin would be the best option because he's a little bit younger and he's got a bit more potential in him. It's just as simple as that. Otherwise, I would have gone for Christian Pearce because I know how solid he is. But Jack Baldwin will be a very good centre-back, and you'll see in a minute that he is actually 65 overall, which is very good. Got really good defending stats, apart from his interceptions. He's going to need to improve on that if he wants to get into the first team, but his standing tackle is absolutely quality, and his physical stats. His stamina is just perfect for a centre-back. He's going to be really good for us, and he's a versatile player. Can play CM, right back, and also centre back, which is brilliant. And we do send out Josh Southway on a season-long loan to Dagenham and Redbridge. Hopefully he can get some game time there, as he's not going to at Bristol Rovers, especially at 56 overall. But this was a big surprise. Dundee United, the club that we bought Ryan Gould off of, came in for our youth player Frank Doyle, and I wasn't willing to let him go for that much. 600 grand was still quite a lot, and I was very close to accepting it, I have to admit. But in the end, I realised that it'd probably be best if I hung on to him, because he'd be worth a lot more by the time I do get to the BPL. Or maybe in January, I can offload him. I don't want to offload him ideally, but if I do offload him, then it's not too much of a problem, because I've got quite a lot of central midfielders. Although this formation in this team does rely a lot on midfielded-oriented players, and that is why I do have so many in the club. And you can see we're going into a friendly against ADO, I think it is. I'm not sure where they're from. But in the end, we do get a 2-2 draw thanks to Max Clayton's goal late on in the game. And we also sign a couple of free agents here. Rafael Almeida de Santos, and I was also going in for a couple of others, but in the end I decided that Rafael would be the best one, as he's got the best potential, and he's 64 overall currently. And he's got the status showing great potential. That is always what you want. That is something you need to look out for, guys, in career mode. If you see that on a player, showing great potential, exciting prospect, or has potential to be special, you know they're going to be great players, and especially has potential to be special and exciting prospect, because that means they're going to have potential over 85. I'm sure you guys know that already, though. And we're going into another friendly against a team that I've never heard of again, and it's NAC. I don't know where these teams are come from, but if you do want to let me know in the comments down below where they're from, I have no idea where they're from. But in the end, Ryan Gould actually picks up a goal, as well as Ryan Brunt, to make it 2-1 in this game and get the win. But guys, I'm going to leave you on this transfer offer for the end of this episode. I know it's a little bit shorter than normal, but hopefully you do understand that I haven't had much time recently. And we do counter offer Sheffield Wednesday's 170 grand. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. If we can hit 30 plus likes on this episode, it would be much appreciated. But guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.